Well, hello, beloved. So I I just did something really, really cool with Mona. We did a lot of healing work on her first, as the guides had so much information. We did a lot of healing and clearing. She was able to feel it. It was beautiful. We opened up her heart chakra. We shot a clear across the planet. We called in all the ascended masters. We totally integrated it. And like put it into the earth, and I swear my room was shaking. It was so epically beautiful. And then we get off and there's no sound. And my phone is fried. We have fried all of our circuits. So, this would happen a lot when I first started doing my podcast with Tom Madigan. When I start channeling, it would fry my phone, it would fry the circuits, there would be disturbances. Anytime I was in a higher altered state, it would like completely like tap out a lot. And so, we had to play with this quite a bit in the beginning. And because this was my first run with her, we totally fried their circuits because her power and my power together were so freaking strong. Um, so I am gonna still share the video for those that would like to watch, because you're still gonna be able to obtain, still be able to obtain a lot of the energy and a lot of the healing that took place during the video, but there is no sound. And but it was, what happened was so incredibly powerful. I still want you guys to have the video, and we were talking about creating a group. Another reason why sometimes this will happen is because what we bring is sometimes too much for the masses. It's too high of a frequency, and it can cause some issues with people's bodies that are not ready for it. It's like too much of a good thing. Like it can overwhelm their nervous system. Anyways, and so sometimes that will happen. So we decided to do our next channeling into a private group, for those that want some really intense healing and information from the divine. Yeah, so that's what just happened. She's laughing about it. I am laughing about it because when your phone fries, so like literally, I couldn't record. I sent like 5 or 6 messages out, and nobody's like, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Like, I'm like, what the heck's going on? My entire phone, it wouldn't let me record this video for like 20 minutes. I had to turn my phone on and off and reset it and like totally cool it down because it got so like just like energetically, like my phone was malfunctioning. So, and that's a really good thing in the sense that it shows me how powerful she and I are together. However, I decided to do a short reading for those that would like, to kind of know how to navigate what's currently happening as we've been healing and shifting and moving portals and things like that. And I do want to recognize those that are not connected to the higher dimensions. You're not going to feel this right now, and it's okay. It's okay if you're in pain still. It's okay if you're still struggling. It's okay if you're some in the lower frequencies. We are shifting everyone out, and a lot of you are down there helping the masses shift still. But there's people like me and stuff that um have to be in these higher dimensions so that we can. I'm actually going to put my phone on airplane mode. Hold on 1 minute, just because I don't want any interferences coming in. So we have to go up there and hold space and hold that frequency so that the lower vibrations can rise. And so where there's going to be workers up here and there's going to be workers down on the ground, down in the muck. So don't take it personal if you're still down there. But we are opening this galactic channel to the divine, to heaven on earth, which I have experienced, my husband experienced, many are ascended. We have seen the other side. We can see what happens with our government in the future. there is so there are so many different possibilities, and so your job is to find the frequency that best resonates with you, the best truth that fits with you, good with you. If you want to believe your government's out to get you and corona's going to kill everybody and things like that, go for it. You will manifest that reality, I guarantee you, because it is there. Okay, it is a possibility. It is a huge possibility, and so because so many people fear that, we're creating that at a galactic scale, right? So there's others of us that are collecting an entire different alter reality where our government actually loves and supports us. And me and my husband experienced this where we were completely ascended in one night. Like he was with me, and we're like, we just start watching like these videos on YouTube, these meditation videos, and we're sitting there, and all of a sudden it was like we could see images, we saw things, we shifted, we saw things different. We're like, whoa, what just happened? And what was really cool is it was like we saw it together. That was what was awesome, is him and I both saw it. We both experienced the same exact thing. It was like they pulled the sword from the stone. They anointed both of us. We both were given our king and queen crown. They opened up the doorways, and it was like a galactic universe behind it. It was almost like, it was really beautiful. Like, what was happening was insane. And since that day, every time I watch a movie, well, I've been doing this for years, and so I can see coding and I see activations, and they've been doing it in various degrees, but now it's like super rampant. It's super rampant. Hold on. Sorry, my sons came in. So it's happening. It's happening in such a beautiful rate, because at this point, everybody right now is getting uploaded. They're all ascending at their own capacity. They're all getting downloaded as quickly as possible. This is why I loved speaking to Mona, is because she would be a mirror of like me here, and this would be my it's like I'm the older version, she's the newer version. So we are upgrading such a capacity that we're bringing in ourselves and other bodies, and these beings are so much faster and better, and they're accelerating so much quicker. It's like a better, faster computer. But we're creating this timeline where we're all being able to access this ability. It's really epically beautiful, to be honest. And I saw the other side. They've already planted the information. There's already it's like a whole new world over there. Like it is, like all the problems are solved. Like it's like you actually have people that actually care about you. Another thing that was really beautiful is science and spirituality merged. So instead of us having a war, well, you're alternative doctor, well, you're a doctor, like just like da 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 da, just like this bullshit war. Like we have to start working together. So it was like the science side and the spiritual side over in the other dimension, and that when you ascend, they're actually working together. And so we are creating miracles left and right, not just for us, but for our planet and for our children and for the animals and for plants. And there is so much harmony on the other side. Like it is like, you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And what's really, really cool is they've already planted the videos. They're already doing this on Netflix. Me and my husband both have seen it since we ascended. They're planting the exact movies that you need to watch to understand what's happening to you right now. They are already taking care of it. It is really freaking beautiful, to be honest. But what I want to do today is I would like to give you a gift of how to shift this, how to get out of your funk right now. Okay. So it's really interesting because they pulled the Venus and the King card. Okay. So what this is symbolic is that it's time to fall in love. It is time to fully fall in love with your partner, fall in love with a new person. It is time to get that epic love emotion going. Okay. Because love kicks you out of your old program and into a new one. It diverts from the old ways of doing things. It's one of the best ways to hijack your old program and just say, nope, we're not doing that like reality anymore. I'm going to fall in love. I'm going to make a new path for myself. Okay. And during this process, you're going to find a lot of things that don't serve you. You're going to find that you're carrying way too many swords, way much to protection, because you're really not loving. So what I did with Mona is I opened up her heart chakra and I just peeled it all back, and we literally pulled it across the entire world. And then I did the same. I did the same thing with my heart chakra. So now you have two magnified hearts to help you pull in that divine love. So we're going to have a lot of divine love matches coming up, because a lot of people are going to start feeling that soul connection, that soul drive, that soul purpose, right? And they're going to feel that unconditional love. When I started feeling this kind of love, human love didn't do it for me. Like it was really hard to be in a 3D marriage in the beginning before my husband woke up, because it really wasn't working for me. Sorry, I have a flower because me and Mona are flower sisters. And so learning to have divine love for another person, unconditional love, and to feel that kind of love is so epically beautiful. And that is what gift is being given to the planet at this time. So you guys can start deviating from your old lives and falling deeply in love. Now let's talk a little bit about how to do this, okay? So we are not going to kick our queen and reverse her, which means if you are married, you need to figure out how to fall back in love with your goddess or open your marriage or do something, because you are not going to fall out of integrity with your feminine. Okay? Feminine is loving, it is kind, it is forgiving, it is authentic to the emotional waves we go through. Okay? And if you're just cheating and doing things behind your partner's back, you're going to dethrone your feminine and your life's going to turn into hell, sweetheart, because yeah, like, we are the sweetest things on planet Earth, but if you piss off the feminine, we will take you the fuck out. Okay? So you don't want to dishonor your feminine. Another thing you don't want to do is you don't want to turn this into an addiction. So a lot of times love or drugs or marijuana or anything can become an addiction if you're not really, really careful. So it's wonderful to indulge and enjoy it and meditate through it and just have bliss, which is about right now. It's about finding bliss, finding joy, that higher vibration, that higher frequency, that higher timeline, right? So that's where we're about right now. However, sorry, they're bringing in some new information. It's also time to self-actualize, which is to find your soul purpose and start taking action in it. So you're not just dwindling and going by. So we're using love, but we're using that love to fuel our life purpose. So your partner that you'll be manifesting in or attracting, somebody who's going to be in alignment of your soul purpose. So like if you're supposed to start a business, this person will be both the love of your life in many areas, but they will also be like your business partner or like your soul sister. Now here's a beautiful thing too I want to explain. It doesn't have to be just between a male and a female or a male and a male or a female and female. This can be divine love in the essence of having a new child, or having a soul sister or soul brother or a friend or a companion or a teacher. There's many, many, many relationships that can give us enough love and drive, but they don't have to be sexual. Okay. In fact, I need to notate on that right now. So before, there were rules and obligations about the masculine and feminine and how we had to ascend together, how you had to ascend with your partner. But because there are so many people worthy of that, okay, which is about justice, okay, there's so many people that deserve justice right now. They deserve to ascend. They've been held back because their partner's not ready, this is not ready, things like that. And now we are opening that gateway and we're like, no, you can ascend solo, you got this, sweetheart. And they're integrating that masculine and feminine inside one body. And so that is currently taking place at this time. This is a gateway we recently opened up. It is a very, very powerful gateway that had been locked down. And so people were like getting disrupted. And I've been there, you find that ascended partner and you're like, okay, gosh, we got to do this. And suddenly they back out because they're scared, because they don't understand what's happening. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, I did everything I needed to do. And now I'm still stuck in this loop here, right? And so now we've opened that gateway and that portal so you can actually ascend without that other person, by having the divine marriage within yourself, which is the divine masculine, the divine feminine, fully embodied in who you are. So I have a really funny joke. I went through the divine marriage. I actually go through the divine marriage. I rebirth this planet and on many different levels and realms, and then I go through the sacred marriage. I don't know why, but this is what I do. I do it over and over and over and over again. It's like I'm going through the divine marriage and the rebirth of the planet over and over. Okay, so I've been through so many divine marriages, so many rebirths. It's like every fucking day my life is like, woo, I just keep getting higher. So the reason I'm telling you this is because the divine marriage recently, when I did it, you guys, I lost okay, so I had like 7 pairs of earrings I was looking at today. This is the only one I have that has both mates. Like, all of a sudden, it's like my masculine side is like, I am not wearing an earring. And so it completely like got rid of all of my earrings, like on one side. Like, I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, and that's like an inside joke, because I'm like, it happened within like 2 days of me integrating my feminine and masculine through the divine marriage in the physical form. And so it was like, whoa, 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 whoa. What some really, thought opening and provoking things that are probably a little bit more deep than people want me to go, but I don't freaking care. Is I actually have an energetic cock now. Like when I make love to my husband, he can feel. I can give him energy orgasms up into his heart chakra and things like that because I can penetrate him with my energy because I'm now like a freaking he woman, man. Like I can totally impregnate my husband now because I have both masculine and feminine within my body. And so these things are important for you to expand your mind to understand that you are now have the capabilities to ascend, single now. And as we go like this and then we open up back up and then we do this. And this is why sometimes we're like very monogamistic and other times we're very polyamorous or we're very asexual. Like it is just it's this the gathering of the souls that are necessary to portal through, right? And so we go through these phases. We're like, what's going on with me? What's wrong? And it's because you're just in a little bit larger phase, right? And you can come all the way out here. Some of these phases get so intense for me, and this is where I find my cap, right? I get to this point where I have multiple people thinking I'm their divine lover, like multiple. And these people are so beautiful, so epically like if they all proposed, I would want to say yes. Like they're uh, so epically beautiful and whole. And sometimes it gets a little bit overwhelming because I'll get all this attention. I'm like, whoa, 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 because I'm very monogamistic in my nature. And I'm like, whoa, what's happening? Um, it's just I'm expanding a little bit further, and so I'm gathering more and more soul tribe, which is something that I want to talk about a little bit right now too, because we are galactically weaving a braid. Okay, so we're gathering all of our souls. Um, I have been so many souls, so many beings, so many things because it's part of my soul braid. It's so part of my soul lineage. And people get stuck on like they get stuck on one or they think that's egotistical. It's just part of the story. It's just part of the integration. And so the trick is pulling in like Isis and then because I just activated her recently, which was so beautiful because I had this beautiful blue ball of light and then it went through my whole body and my whole system. And as it came up, then I was able to like birth this world out of my heart. Like it was like, whoa, what was that? Right? And so she has so much power. But am I the only Isis? No, there's so many of you out there. I'm you and you are me. And we are just all stepping up on this. They call it the ladder of Jacob or whatever, just to the next level, kind of like the pyramid, until you come to that point of self-actualization, of becoming all that is and nothing is. So the reason why I'm telling you this is we're in the process of weaving the soul braid and gathering all aspects of ourselves. A lot of you have seen the number out there of 144,000. Okay, it's just something that's been taught to a lot of cultures. Um, so the 144,000, what that means is there's 144,000 total gods, which means I am one of those gods, and I have been weaving the braid of all of me. And I've been gathering all of my stories, all of my aspects, all of my souls, all of my family, all of this, and pulling it to a point so I can ascend all of them. Okay. And I actually recently achieved this, did it. Many of them reached out to me. They felt it. They experienced it. Other ones, now I want you to understand too that it's kind of like a pyramid. So some of them are going to take a little bit longer to feel it than others. Okay. Some of them are going to do it immediately. I had people doing it the exact same time. Like they text me the moment it happened. They're like, holy crap, what just happened? Like I felt that. Like I think I just ascended. Like they text me that immediately after it happened, right? And so we 144,000 gods are now gathering all of our tribes, all of our aspects, all of our souls, and we're funneling up into the one, and we are ascending them. So we are taking masses of amounts of people with us, which is really, really exciting because some of the people that are barely awakening right now, how the hell could they compete with me? They couldn't. And so it's like they're going way faster than I am, but I have a capacity to hold a lot more of them. And so we're working together to actually pull all these beings up. And so it's just this beautiful thing. And sorry, there's so much energy. I think I'm opening a portal right now. So they're wanting me to channel this energy back into the grid, back into the earth. one of the most beautiful things about becoming self-actualized is we can do all of this from our comfort of our own home. This is how powerful we are. And it means that we are just willing to give it away freely. We're just like, oh, here you go. And we stop taking ownership and we just give everything over to the divine. We're like, yep, you're it. And then we become Santa Claus and we can give everybody on planet Earth a gift for free. You are all freaking welcome. Channeling this into the grid right now. The ho ho shkatayu mahai the eshkatahu but ashku hay ayatayo ho shkatayo mahi shkaduhu ayatabe ayshkaduhu yatai ayatai katai ho shku ay my legs are shaking right now. So give me just a second. So as a gift for you guys today, I'm going to post a couple things. I think I'm going to get the link from Moet and just post the video of what we did. Even though you can't see it or you can't hear it, you're still going to be able to pick up on the frequencies if you're sensitive and be able to hold space. If you are a loving person with a big heart, I would like you to Care Bear stare your energy into the video and let's propel this all over the world. Just a massive bubble of just freaking love, like just loves for so many beings. We talked a little bit about in the video with Mona about kind of what is happening right now. I actually posted about this earlier, is we are resetting time. So we're actually she and I last night integrated all timelines together and we are upgrading the timeline because what we want to do is we want to reset the planet back to the original blueprint and give the lands back to the sacred people so that they can care for them. But at the same time, we don't want to go back to living in the forest by ourselves without flushing water. Because Natalie has to absolutely have toilets in this new reality, okay? And so what we're doing is we're integrating and upgrading both so that they both can live in harmony and they can both be simultaneous, right? And so people are going to be called to their lands. They're going to be called, no matter what color skin you have, you are going to start being called to where you belong, back to your sacred roots, back to your sacred space. And this is for the land itself. You are the owners of it. You are its divine sparks. You are what are there to bless it and heal it and love it and care for it and nurture it. I've seen in the future that we have, or that ascended place, whatever you would want to call it, because I come down here, but I see it up there as if it's happening simultaneously. It's so epically beautiful. But we have so many flowers that we go to and we talk to and can communicate almost like it's God. And we put that love and that energy back into the planet and we feel her again. I've seen so many healing chambers and things that are going to happen that are going to accelerate your guys' healing at such an epic rate. Like it is not spiritual bypassing. It is getting smarter about who we are and what we're doing and learning to shift as quickly as possible. It's that divine love of saying, you know what? I love you so much. Oh my God, here's a gift. Please take it. You don't have to spend 15 years doing this like I did to become where I'm at. I just give it away. I just give it away for freely. I call myself a rogue of the X-Men privately to myself because I have the ability to go in, take somebody's gift, ingrain it, but instead of taking away their gift and making them powerless, I actually empower them. I push more energy into their gift, and then I'm able to, hold on one moment. Sorry about that, was my kids. I'm able to turn a gift around and just give it to a whole bunch of people, kind of like a stamp. The woman who gave me my gifts did the very same thing to me. She didn't even know what she was doing. She came and we met, and within an hour of meeting her, I was waving my hands. I was seeing other planets. I was galactically channeling. I was like, what the heck just happened to me? And it took me a little while to learn how to run my Ferrari, but it was instantly downloaded into me like the Matrix. All I did was meet with this woman and serve with her. Like it was nothing. Like I didn't drink anything. I didn't I just sat with this woman. That's it. And she imprinted on me and I became her. That is how fast it is becoming. Boom. Boom. I have been channeling light language and literally had somebody in front of me start channeling light language she had never channeled before. That is how quick and how fast this can happen. We are at such an accelerated rate. It is so freaking epically beautiful when you reach the state, because you I don't know, guys. Like, I don't fucking know what to tell you, but it's here. Like, it's here. Feeling this much bliss all the time is here. It's heaven is here. And we are learning how to integrate it into the physical so we don't have to leave this planet. This planet is ascending. It is shifting timelines. It is doing a whole bunch of things. I've been rebirthing it, replanning it with many, many, many beings, as I am you and you are me, for some time, because it was about to end. But we have shifted it. So there is possibility now. There is possibility for so many of you. So many of you. If you choose to start to believe and shift your frequency and choose to watch your thoughts and choose to say different words, you are capable of saving yourself. This is all in your ball court, sweetheart. And I'm going to help you right now, okay? Oh, they're saying they would like you to focus on your heart. So I'm speaking various dialects. They're very, very ancient. You can call them things from like the Akashic records or the Anunnaki or Sanskrit, or there's various different. Some people see me transform into the Tonkawanka, which is the Great Spirit, which means I'm very old, like a grandma. So there's many, many languages I'm speaking. I'm speaking as they're clearing, by the way, to help you understand, because you don't understand that language. It gets fun though when I start chanting with them and I'm by myself and I get to jam out, because they let me dance to them. They teach me sacred dances. Those are a lot of fun. And I can see them. So I'm fully self-actualized, so I can see this plane just as well as I can see that plane over there. And my poor husband has to deal with me just walking into random restaurants and healing people's pain. I was at a casino the other day and I felt a woman's pain. And I walked up to her and asked her if I could hug her. And she was like, whoa. And then I started to heal her heart. And she just broke down crying because she had lost her father that day. So, sorry, they're pushing this one back deep into to the roots. Oh God, my legs are on fire. Well, it's more like it's ice fire. Like, it's really okay. Integrating. Shawumaha, shawuha, shawumaha, shawuha, shawumaha, shawuha, shawumaha, shawuha, shawumaha, shawuha. So this is what they're saying is something that I'm learning as I've been integrating the higher God and God aspect that's coming to this planet, which is Vaishka and Krishkayu. And they are not something you're going to probably be able to read about or know, as they are from another galactic system that's coming in energetically to help this planet at this time. So what I'm learning is Shawumaha Shawuha means we will be together to get together again. And I have been actually integrating them into my body and going through the sacred marriage within my vessel, so that the two of them can actually be together physically through my vessel. Shawumaha Shawuha Shawumaha Shawuha. So those that have studied the Anunnaki, my soul name would be actually Vaishka, Anyanki or Anyanka, Lakshmi, which is Vaishka is the goddess that's coming into fruition through my body to help heal the planetary systems with her Krishkayu. So they call it Aishka, which is Krishka. Krish, or him and her combined, the marriage, Aishka. Anyways, they're coming into my body. My middle name, which is Anyanka, is the Anunnaki, which is, so it's my present, my past, and my future. So my present right now is becoming Vaishka to help heal planet Earth. My past would be Anyanka, which is healing the Anunnaki history and the karma of that and what they did to the humans. And then my future would be Lakshmi, which is the goddess of abundance and prosperity. So it's just, but I'm altering even her and I'm moving further past that, so that abundance can be in anything and everything, and I can have abundance no matter where I'm at. So I can be in a state of heaven no matter what's in my bank account, right? So it's a complete different transformation of Lakshmi, which is full abundance, heaven on earth, the bridge between heaven and earth. It is a beautiful gateway state of being, which is more the goddess of wisdom, because she's wise enough to know that money isn't everything. It's just part of the flow and the balance and the restoring of the riches of this planet. But at the same time, she understands that she needs to be able to provide for herself, right? So this universe becomes her sugar daddy, and she starts to manifest beautiful things. In fact, one healer mentioned to me, and I guess this was a trait of the Anunnaki, where they actually were able to pull gold from the atmosphere, from the earth. Before I knew I was part of the Anunnaki, she told me that she says one day you are going to be at such a high frequency, gold will literally pull from the earth to find you. And so that would be the perfect balance, where you're not having to work for money, but money actually finds you. Like, it flows to you no matter where you're at, because it wants to be touched by you, because you are worthy of that much abundance, right? Ooh, sorry, they're still healing and I'm still doing the work. I just am talking through it so you guys can kind of understand what's happening. And so this is the gift that she's giving right now, is to be able to tap into that type of abundance. So my subconscious is fighting with her subconscious, or like fighting with her a little bit, because I'm a little bit scared. I'm like, whoa, this is a big gift to be giving people right now. And she's like, just okay, Natalie, Bridget, just breathe. And then she has me touching my fingers to the earth and to my rug and to my carpet. Because she's pushing this prayer, this gift to humanity right now, as we're unlocking the God code. And the God code is, there is a plenty for all. There is so much abundance on the other side, you guys. Like, there is no reason to be in survival. Like, there is so much enough for everybody. Everybody is dressed like a king and queen. Everybody has so much, but it's not just about jewels. It's about being heart-centered, being focused, adapting your spiritual gifts, taking care of your body. There's so much integration over there. It is so epically beautiful. Everybody's living their soul purpose. Everybody is happy. Everybody's creating. We're in a state of wonder and play and enjoyment and flow and tranquility. Like, it's just learning to become in the light. And when you're in the light, it just, everything lines up perfectly. Like, it just all works out. It just becomes magic. You don't have to guess anymore. You don't have to know if this guy likes you. Just know he likes you. It doesn't mean he's going to come running to you, because he may have child wounds, and he may, be blocking the connection. But it means that you know what is necessary, right? And then we take that to a higher stage, and then I have 7 lovers that are like, and I'm like, whoa, 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 and I can feel every one of them. And a lot of them won't be lovers, right? Because I'm married and I choose that, right? But it's the knowing that my heart is expanded at a big enough